When something itches, most people scratch and move on. But what if your itch is a warning? Not just a dry patch or a mosquito bite, but a whisper from your body begging for attention, especially after 60, when every signal means something more. Let's be honest. As we age, we're taught to tough things out. A stiff knee? Just age. Tired all the time? Probably didn't sleep well. Itchy feet? Get better lotion. But the truth is, your body doesn't always shout when something is wrong. It whispers. And if you miss that whisper, you might miss your chance to prevent something serious. This isn't a scare you into a checkup kind of video. This is about empowerment through awareness. Because if you're over 60, and especially if you're over 70, you're at an age where your skin, your nerves, your liver, your blood sugar, your circulation, all begin to shift. And one of the earliest signs of these shifts? Itching. But not just any itching. Itching in specific spots. There's a world of difference between a dry winter itch on your elbow and a deep, persistent tingle in your feet at night, or an unexplainable crawling sensation between your shoulder blades. These aren't random. They're your body saying, hey, something's not right. And when you're older, what seems minor could be the start of neuropathy, liver dysfunction, blood sugar, imbalance, circulation issues, spinal nerve trouble. In this video, we'll explore 5 itchy spots seniors should never ignore, including soles of the feet, shoulder blades, palms, scalp, lower legs, and ankles. Each part of the body is connected to a deeper system, and each of these areas is tied to a potential underlying issue. But don't worry. This isn't just a list of symptoms. It's a journey into understanding your own signals. For each spot, you'll learn what the itch may be warning you about a real-world story of someone who caught the signal and someone who didn't, and clear, doable actions you can take today. Modern medicine is obsessed with lab tests and digital records. But one thing it often forgets? The skin is your largest organ, and sometimes your loudest. Your skin shows what your blood doesn't. It feels what your charts can't. It reacts long before diagnoses catch up. But here's the twist. Most seniors ignore these signs because they've been taught that it's just aging. Let's fix that today. Take Rose, 73. She began to feel an odd itch on her palms, just at night. At first, she blamed new soap, switched brands, then lotions, then detergents. But nothing helped. 6 months later, a routine blood test showed liver enzyme abnormalities. She was lucky. She caught it early. That itch on her palms, it was bile salts building up, a sign her liver wasn't clearing toxins fast enough. Had she ignored it longer, she could have missed a chance to reverse the damage with diet and medication. Sometimes your body doesn't need you to panic. It just needs you to listen. This isn't just for seniors. It's for caregivers who want to protect their parents or grandparents, children trying to spot early warning signs, and yes, anyone 55 plus who's starting to feel subtle changes in their body and doesn't want to brush them off, because in aging, the best cure is early recognition. By the end of this video, you'll know which itching locations matter most and why, how to spot the difference between harmless and hazardous itches, and what actions you can take today to protect yourself. No panic, no paranoia, just smart, clear awareness. You've spent decades learning how to live. Now, it's time to learn how to listen. This isn't about fear. It's about partnership with your own body. Because if it's been carrying you this long, the least we can do is pay attention when it tries to speak. It started with a tickle, then a tingle, then a strange burning that wouldn't go away. If you're over 60 and you've felt something like this, especially in the bottoms of your feet. You're not alone, and you're not imagining it. You might just be standing on your first major health warning sign. Your feet carry you through life, literally, but they're also rich with nerves and capillaries, and among the first places to show signs of systemic problems. If you're feeling itching, tingling, burning numbness, or a strange sensation you can't explain, it may not be dry skin. It may be peripheral neuropathy. Peripheral neuropathy happens when small nerves, especially in your extremities, start to misfire. They send confusing messages like, it's itchy when it's not, it's cold when it's not, it's tingling when you're sitting still. The cause? Often high blood sugar, poor circulation, or damage from long-term inflammation. And after age 60, especially in people with even mild diabetes or prediabetes, these signs become extremely common. Frank, 76, was always active, played tennis into his 70s. Then, one winter, he noticed a strange itch on his right foot, not the skin, but inside. He scratched. It persisted. He changed socks, lotions, shoes. Nothing helped. Weeks later, he started stumbling slightly, misjudging steps. A doctor's visit and a nerve conduction test revealed early neuropathy. Cause? Undiagnosed blood sugar spikes and reduced circulation. But here's the good part. Because he caught it early, Frank was able to stabilize his sugar levels, change his shoes, and start short daily walks to improve circulation. His itch wasn't a nuisance. It was an invitation to act early, and it likely saved his mobility. Here's the hard truth. If peripheral neuropathy is ignored, you can lose feeling in your feet. Cuts or blisters can become serious infections. Walking becomes unsafe, risking falls. And once nerves are fully damaged, they rarely heal. But if you catch the signs early, you can prevent it from progressing. Persistent itching or tingling, especially at night, a sandy or crawling feeling on your soles. Temperature sensitivity, sharp, stabbing pains for no reason, balance changes or foot cramps. If any of these sound familiar, don't brush them off. 1. Start checking your feet. Every morning before you put on socks, inspect color, warmth, swelling cuts, or pressure spots, red patches that don't fade when pressed. Your feet are your early warning system. Treat them with care. 2. Walk, even a little. Daily movement helps your blood flow. Good blood flow nourishes nerves. Even 10 minutes a day can help. A slow stroll around your home or block counts. So does walking in place. 3. Check your blood sugar, even if you're not diabetic. You can have nerve damage before a diabetes diagnosis. Ask your doctor for an A1C test. It reveals your average blood sugar over the past 3 months. Even a borderline result may explain the itching and help you stop it from getting worse. Choose shoes that hug, not hurt. Tight shoes restrict circulation. Hard soles amplify nerve pain. Look for cushion arch support, breathable fabric. Zero pressure spots. A shoe that fits well can protect your nerves every time you move. We often ignore our feet because they're out of sight. But in aging, that's exactly why they need our attention. Your feet have carried you through jobs, losses, weddings, birthdays, and routines. Now, they're asking for care in return. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means something needs attention. That's strength, not failure. A strange itch in your foot could be your body whispering, "We've still got a long walk ahead, but we'll need to do it differently from here on out." You can't reach it. You've tried. Again and again. You scratch the spot between your shoulder blades, but the itch never goes away. That might sound familiar. It's one of the most common and frustrating skin complaints in people over 60. But here's the thing. When an itch isn't relieved by scratching, it may not be about the skin at all. Let's talk about a condition few people know by name, but many seniors feel without understanding. It's called notalgia paresthetica. Sounds like something out of a medical textbook, and it is. But its impact is very real. It's a form of localized nerve damage or nerve irritation that affects the sensory nerves in your upper back, specifically between the shoulder blades, along the spine, or in a patch just under the shoulder on one side. As we age, our spinal vertebrae change. Discs compress. Posture shifts, shoulders round. Gravity wins. This often pinches or strains the small nerve branches that exit the spine and wrap around your torso, especially the thoracic nerves. When those nerves are compressed or irritated, they send itch signals, burning sensations, numbness, or a crawling feeling. Even though there's nothing actually wrong with the skin. Roger, 68, had what he called the ghost itch. He tried every lotion, changed his detergent, switched pillows, even wore silk shirts. But that one spot, just below his right shoulder blade, itched like mad. When he finally saw a neurologist, he was diagnosed with notalgia paresthetica. Turns out, years of desk work and poor posture had compressed the nerve-supplying sensation to that area of his back. His skin was fine. His nerves were screaming. A combination of stretching, posture correction, and light therapy brought relief. Itching in a well-defined spot on your upper back, usually on one side, no rash or redness, despite intense discomfort, a burning or buzzing under the skin, the urge to rub against walls or furniture, no shame, we've all done it. These are all classic signs. Because the skin looks normal, many doctors dismiss the complaint as dry skin or aging. That's why self-awareness and persistence matter. You know your body best. And if you keep scratching but nothing helps, it's time to explore deeper causes. What you can do about it. 1. Improve your posture. Sit upright. Keep your shoulders relaxed but open. Avoid slouching or leaning forward for long periods. Posture isn't just about looks, it's about relieving pressure from your nerves. 2. Stretch your spine and shoulders gently. Daily movement can reposition tight muscles, increase blood flow, reduce nerve compression. Try this. Stand in a doorway. Place hands on each side of the frame. Gently lean forward for 10 to 15 seconds. Repeat twice daily. 3. Use a cold pack, not your fingernails. Scratching often makes nerve irritation worse. Instead, use a cool gel pack or ice-wrapped towel. Apply it for 10 to 15 minutes. This calms the nerve and interrupts the itch cycle. 4. Consider physical therapy or chiropractic support. Professionals can guide. Spinal alignment muscle support. Nerve decompression strategies. Some even offer laser therapy for chronic nerve-related itch zones. 5. Talk to your doctor about a referral. If the itch persists for weeks or months with no skin change, ask for a neurology referral or mention notalgia paresthetica directly. You might be surprised how many doctors forget to check for it unless prompted. In a strange way, this discomfort is your body leaving clues. The upper back is where so many burdens are stored. Not just physical tension, but emotional weight. It makes sense that with age, this area begins to protest. The goal isn't just relief, it's understanding and gentle repair. Remember, your nerves hold history, and sometimes their way of talking back is a signal to care for your structure. Not out of fear, out of respect for everything it's carried so far. We use our hands to shake, to comfort, to build, to hold. So, when the palms start itching, especially at night, it grabs our attention But what if that itch isn't coming from your skin? What if it's coming from your liver? While itching in general is common, the palms are different. They're rich in blood vessels, sweat glands, nerve endings, but they also reflect changes in your circulatory and detox systems. If your liver is struggling to process toxins, your body will try to remove them other ways. And often, the palms are where you feel it first. Here's how it works. The liver produces bile, which helps break down fat and eliminate waste. When your liver isn't functioning optimally, bile salts can build up in the bloodstream. These salts circulate and irritate nerve endings in your skin, especially in your palms, soles of the feet, and sometimes your back or scalp. Chronic, unexplained palm itch, especially at night without rash and worse in warm environments, could be linked to fatty liver disease, cholestasis, bile flow disruption, hepatitis, or even early liver damage due to medications or alcohol. You don't have to have liver failure to feel these signs. Even mild dysfunction can cause symptoms. Eleanor, 72, didn't think much of her itchy hands at first. She thought she'd used too much dish soap, switched brands, no change, applied every lotion in the house, still itchy. Finally, she asked her doctor to check her liver. Blood tests showed elevated enzymes, signs of early non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Thanks to lifestyle changes, cutting back on sugar, alcohol, and processed food, she reversed the trend. The itch? Gone in weeks. My skin was warning me before the doctor ever could, she later said. Alongside itchy palms, watch for yellowing in the whites of your eyes, fatigue after meals, right side upper belly, discomfort, unusual bruising, red palms, palmar erythema, unexplained nausea or loss of appetite. If multiple symptoms line up, it's time to talk to your doctor. What you can do today: 1. Ask for a liver panel test. Blood tests like ALT, AST, and ALP show enzyme levels. They're simple, cheap, covered by insurance, and they tell you how hard your liver is working. 2. Eat for liver support. Focus on leafy greens, spinach, kale, beets, garlic olive oil, coffee. Yes, in moderation. It helps detox pathways. Reduce sugary drinks, alcohol, highly processed foods. Your liver's not asking for a miracle, just fewer insults. 3. Stay hydrated. Water helps flush bile salts and keeps your system balanced. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses per day. Add a squeeze of lemon to support natural detox. 4. Track itch patterns. Note what time the itch starts, what you ate that day, what helps soothe it. Bring these notes to your next appointment. Patterns are powerful. Most people fear liver disease because it's often found too late. But an itchy palm could be your liver's way of saying, I'm overwhelmed, but I'm still working. Help me help you. That's not something to fear. That's something to honor. Don't ignore it. Even if it's mild. Even if you can explain it away. Because beneath that itch could be one of the most important health signals you'll ever get. Your scalp itches. No dandruff, no lice, no rash. Just a constant, quiet urge to scratch, and no clear reason why. If this sounds like you, especially if you're over 60, you may be surprised to learn your blood sugar may be to blame. We often think of high blood sugar in terms of fatigue, weight, gain, thirst, diabetes. But one of the most overlooked signs of elevated glucose levels is itchy skin, especially the scalp. Why the scalp? Because the skin on your head is highly vascular, rich in blood vessels, thin and sensitive, full of hair follicles, which are easily inflamed. When your blood sugar runs high for extended periods, your body becomes inflamed from the inside out. This leads to nerve irritation, especially near the skin, drying of tissues due to fluid imbalance, slow circulation that prevents proper skin hydration. All of this hits your scalp fast, especially during the night hot showers, stressful days, or sugar-heavy meals. Richard, 67, had been scratching his head more than usual for months. No flakes, no rash, no change in shampoo. He started wondering if it was anxiety. When he finally got curious enough to check his blood sugar, his fasting glucose was 132 milligrams per deciliter. Pre-diabetic. His doctor later confirmed early-stage type 2 diabetes. After small changes, walking after meals, cutting soda, and adding fiber, the scalp itch disappeared in a few weeks. It was like my body was ringing an alarm I couldn't hear, until I started listening. If your scalp itching is due to blood sugar imbalance, you may also notice skin dryness elsewhere, increased thirst, urinating more often, tingling in your hands or feet, wounds healing slowly. These signals matter, even if you haven't been diagnosed diabetic. What you can do, right now. 1. Check your blood sugar. Ask your doctor for fasting glucose, hemoglobin, a 1C 3-month average. You can also buy a simple glucose meter at the pharmacy. Check your level first thing in the morning before breakfast. 2. Balance meals to reduce sugar spikes. A scalp itch after meals may be linked to sugar surges. Eat protein, chicken, tofu, eggs, healthy fats, nuts, avocado, olive oil, whole grains and greens. Avoid white bread, candy, sweetened drinks, large carb-only meals. 3. Use scalp oils to soothe, not mask. Try jojoba or tea tree oil, small amounts. Gentle, fragrance-free shampoo. Avoid harsh heat, styling or scratching with nails. But remember, topical relief is temporary. If your itch is blood-related, only systemic change helps long-term. 4. Walk after you eat. Just 10 to 15 minutes of gentle movement after a meal helps your body use sugar, stabilizes blood glucose, and may prevent those itchy flare-ups later that night. Your scalp isn't betraying you. It's trying to help you notice something before it turns serious. That persistent scratch, it's not just dry air. It's a signal. Your system is struggling to keep balance. If your scalp seems extra sensitive lately, especially if you've also been feeling off, this is your moment to check in. Not panic, not fear, just curiosity and care. Because blood sugar imbalance is reversible, and early signals like this are your superpower. You notice an itch low on your leg, right around the shin or ankle. It's dry, flaky, and sometimes feels like ants under your skin. Lotion helps, but only for a while. This might seem like a typical sign of aging skin, but for seniors, especially after 65, itchy shins and ankles can be one of the earliest signs of a much bigger problem. Circulation trouble. Your heart pumps blood down to your feet fairly easily, but returning that blood back up against gravity is much harder. As we age, veins weaken, valves leak, and blood pools around the lower legs. This can lead to swelling, dryness, skin thinning, and yes, persistent itching. When circulation slows, less oxygen reaches your skin, toxins linger in your tissues, pressure builds in small capillaries. Your skin tries to alert you with itching, redness, dry, cracking, a strange crawling sensation. This is often before any visible swelling or discoloration appears. James, 74, noticed his shins itching for over a year. He assumed it was from long walks in dry weather. One day, he scratched so hard he bled. His daughter made him see a doctor. Turns out, he had early-stage peripheral artery disease, PAD, a narrowing of blood vessels in the legs. With light exercise, circulation-boosting medications, and better hydration, he managed to control it. His legs weren't just itchy, they were asking for help. Persistent shin or ankle itching can signal peripheral artery disease, PAD, chronic venous insufficiency, poor hydration, plus reduced skin oil production, high blood pressure, damaging capillaries, or even early diabetes-related vascular strain. Look at your lower legs. Do they swell by evening? Is the skin shiny, thin, or cracking? Do you see dark veins or patches? Does pressing the shin leave a white imprint that fades slowly? These signs are small, but critical. What you can do immediately. 1. Hydrate from the inside. First, dry legs often signal poor circulation, not just poor lotion. Drink 6 to 8 glasses of water daily. Add cucumber, mint, or citrus to improve absorption. 2. Moisturize. Smartly use thick, fragrance-free moisturizers, ointments with ceramides or urea. Apply right after showers to lock in moisture. Avoid hot showers, scented lotions that irritate sensitive capillaries. 3. Check your capillary refill. Time here's a simple home test. Press your finger gently into your shin for 5 seconds. Let go and count how long it takes for the color to return. More than 2 seconds. Circulation might be sluggish. 4. Move every hour. Even light movement helps your leg veins push blood upward. Try ankle circles, calf raises, gentle walking. Avoid sitting or standing too long. 5. Ask for an ankle brachial index test. This simple test compares the blood pressure in your ankle versus your arm. It's painless, takes minutes, and can reveal PAD before symptoms worsen. Please pause and ask, is this just dryness, or is my circulation asking for attention? Because itching low on the body isn't just surface-level discomfort. It's often a sign of underlying stagnation. And the good news? Improving blood flow is possible at any age. Your body wants to keep moving. It just needs support. In many ways, the lower legs reflect your mobility, vitality, and circulation health. If they're crying out with discomfort, don't silence them with scratching. Answer them with movement awareness and care. 5 itches, 5 body parts, 5 ways your body tries to speak before it screams. Not all discomfort is random. Not all itching is just about dry skin. Sometimes it's your body telling you, look closer. I need you. And especially after 60, listening could be the most powerful form of prevention you have. Soles of the feet, early signs of nerve damage, circulation issues, or diabetes upper back, nerve compression from posture or aging spine. Palms, bile salts or liver strain, signaling internal imbalance. Scalp, subtle signs of blood sugar irregularities. Shins and ankles, circulatory stagnation, PAD or chronic venous strain. Each of these starts the same way, with a sensation we're trained to ignore. They're not asking you to panic. They're not accusing you of doing anything wrong. They're simply asking for partnership. In a world where seniors are often told to accept discomfort, this video is here to say, you deserve to feel heard, even by your own skin. After 60, the most dangerous medical conditions often begin quietly. A mild foot itch becomes nerve damage. A nightly scalp scratch turns out to be early insulin resistance. Red palms hide a stressed liver. Tingling shins warn of serious vascular blockage. By the time these progress into real pain or fatigue, it's often harder to treat. But if you catch the signs early, you get to intervene, adjust, and thrive. What you can start doing today. Keep a small health journal. Track itching. Time, location, what helps. Watch for patterns linked to meals, sleep, or stress. Ask the right questions at appointments. Is this worth a blood test? Could this be related to circulation or nerves? Is this a sign of something deeper? Share this knowledge with others. Parents, partners, friends, caregivers. Most people have no idea what their skin is trying to say. Respond with compassion, not fear. You're not falling apart. You're just changing. and you're learning how to support yourself in new ways. Your body has carried you through heartbreaks, jobs, adventures, grief, first love's losses, and decades of life's noise. It's still with you now, still trying to help you. And sometimes all it asks in return is for you to listen. Because the itch that wakes you up tonight could be the whisper that saves your life tomorrow. Aging doesn't mean ignoring your body. It means partnering with it more closely than ever. Every twitch, tingle, and strange sensation is a message. Not all need fear, but none deserve dismissal. So the next time you feel an itch and your instinct is to say, "Oh, it's nothing," pause. Ask, what if this is something? What if this is my chance to prevent rather than recover? Because that shift, right there, could be the reason you're still walking strong at 90.